And yes, that is right. I am indeed, of course, the one, the only, none other than oi, oi, it's your boy, you guys, finest Ricky G, bringing you the high-hitting takes, bold predictions, and straight up banner from across the pond. Welcome to the bell never stops ringing. Welcome to the People's Wrestling Podcast. Do go ahead, let me do this. So a few things before I start. So this is obviously today instead of tomorrow. There are reasons. And that is because I will be attending my father's funeral. Not really the best dad in the world. Didn't really have the best relationship with him. But still, I guess I've got to go. Still on the hunt for a co-host for the podcast. If you want that to be you, let me know. This is going to be a fairly quick, layback episode. And guys, do go and check out REW Radar Against Wrestling online eFed company. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. There we are. Better. Spots are open. So if you want in, you let me know or let Billy know. Speaking of Billy, go and check out his proceedings. Give a shout out on REW. Should you buy a shirt? No money for the cancer t-shirt goes to a cancer charity. Also go and check out ROW Reality Wrestling Booker T's company. Where Billy is a trainee wrestler and referee. So go ahead, grab yourself a ticket. Well, let's kick off with the first segment here, which of course is I might just need to actually switch camera. Well, I've got this. That's better. So, of course, is what's cooking at the table. So, what have I been up to since last week? What have I got coming up? Well, more of the same, really. Heading to the gym. Waiting to my games club. Done 3 days of bowling this week, Monday, Tuesday, and then back playing for the team on Wednesday. Did go to my craft class today. This is what I made. With a pay-per-view coming up this weekend, another one, so I did make one of these. Hope you guys can see that. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Really got more of the same coming up. Like I said, my father's funeral tomorrow. But guys, let me know what you've been up to or what you've got coming up as we go right into segment number 2 here, which is all about the glitz, the glamour, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the actors, the actresses, all of that. And they're chatting about one thing, and that one thing is movie talk. So what movies, what films have I been watching since last week? There's just one in fact, and that one is wait 1 second here, guys. 1 second. That one is the new Masters of the Universe. Decent movie. I think I probably may or may not have seen the original, but this was okay. Really not much to say about it. I'm going to give this a rating of, I'll say B plus. So guys, let me know if you've seen this movie. Will you be watching it? I guess I do recommend it. Because let me know what movie you got coming up on your watch list as we go into the first of 2 ads here. Let me go ahead and play this. It is a perfect weather for t-shirt wearing, and you're going to get a pinfall count out of 3 shout outs and inducted people to the Channel Hall of Fame. That again, pinfall count out of 3 shout outs and inducted people to the Channel Hall of Fame. And how do you get that? How do you achieve that? With this. Right, Protein T's going 1, Protein T's going 1. Once again, do go and check out REW Raid Extreme Wrestling Online. Ethan Company spots are open. You want in, you let me know, let Billy know. Speaking of Billy, go and check out his Protein T's. You can shout out on REW should you buy a shirt and the money for cancer t-shirt go to a cancer charity. And do go and check out our RW Reality Wrestling Critique Company. Where quite Billy is a trainee wrestler and referee. So go ahead, grab yourself a ticket. But let's get into now a bit of a celebration time, and we do that with long second. We do that with Wrestlers Birthdays. So we've got 2 today, and they are in no real particular order. Baron Von Raschke and Marco Stunt. So a big happy birthday to both of you. Now, birthdays, wrestlers' birthdays are all about gifts, and they're all about unpackaging. They're all about unboxing, and it is that time once again. A Wrestle Crate unboxing. So let's suicide dive right into this and see what we have. As always, a t-shirt will go to the side. We do indeed put that to the side. So we have this time around, in the next Wrestle Crate. In fact, we've got Obafemi's autograph. Would you believe it? So that alone is a reason to get the next Wrestle Crate. Also got to watch, and I will be watching Dustin Rhodes' shoot interview. We also have a Seth Rollins Visionary pin. A Sportorium coaster. Also got, this is really cool to have, Dem Man's Draft bottle opener. That's really cool to have. Fairly heavy. So we'll certainly be using that when I crack open a cold one. Got 2 autographs, and they are. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. They are the Brian Kendrick and WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg. And let's see what this is this time around. To add to my collection. And it is What a Maneuver. Kind of a real throwback one. Vince McMahon calling the action there. So really cool t-shirt. Really cool t-shirt this time around. I'll probably wear that today after the gym. But yeah, so now let's get into, as there is no, as you will have noticed, news and headlines, no This Week in Wrestling History. So I'm going to get right into look at today's wrestling scene, and we do that with in 1 second. We do that with one second here. There we are. Wrestling Roundup. Now, there is nothing to discuss on Dynamite, but I do want to go over Redemption. We'll do that in a second. We're first going to go over last week's Friday Night SmackDown. So we had Adam Pearce in the ring. It was a contract signing. Gunther came out. Nick Aldis spoke. A brawl ensued. Brie Bella got a hammer his high against Laney Reid. Got a match made for SummerSlam. Chelsea Green was victorious against Kiana James. Cody Rhodes promo. CM Punk promo. Charlotte was on the winning way via DQ over Nia Jax, and Finn Balor won a fatal 4-way. So let's go through all of that quickly. So the Adam Pearce contract signing stuff is to hype up that. Brie Bella beating Laney Reid. The film was just feel like just under the faction, just under the tag team on in WWE. Really nothing special about them. Chelsea Green winning, cool. She maybe would be my pick to win the whole match at SummerSlam. Stay tuned, but we're going to get some predictions shortly here. Cody Rhodes and Punk promo, well, I guess it built that. I'm guessing now. My thoughts are they are protecting Nia Jax. Because that's the second week she lost by DQ, and Finn Balor winning the fatal 4-way match. Cool. I give SmackDown a half thumbs up. So let's get now into AEW Redemption that I thought really nothing of. It was a real middle of the road pay-per-view. Me 1 second. So on the buy-in, We had the conglomeration retain the AEW Trios tag team titles against the Lethal Twist. Really not much to be said here. Most of the matches could have easily been on, probably all of them really been on just a random Dynamite, if not a Collision. Mike Bailey won a ladder match featuring Jack Perry, the Beast Motors Commander, Nick Wayne, and El Clon. He's your number one contender match for the International Championship. The Young Bucks put away the Death Riders. Kyle Fletcher retained against Bandidos. I'm going to go through those three. Mike Bailey, I think, was my pick. This was a nice match. Young Bucks defeating and beating the Death Riders. I thought Will Ospreay would have won. Bill Momentum heading into All In. It didn't go down like that. It didn't happen like that. Kyle Fletcher retaining, no shocker. The Dogs in a double chain tag team match went over the Bang Bang Gang. Maya World is your new women's TBS champion. Christian Cage and Cope worked out still world tag team champions. So I think I went for the Dogs. This was an okay match. Maya World actually went for Hikaru Shida in my predictions. Go and look at them. Maya World taking home the TBS Women's Championship. That was a shocker there. No, I'm not surprised that Cage and Cope retain. The Painmaker, Chris Jericho, got by submission made Tommaso Ciampa tap out. Andrade El Idolo is your new national champion. Willie Nightingale is your new women's champion, and Kenny Omega retains. So actually, I think I went for Tommaso Ciampa taking the win, but for Chris Jericho to put on a match like that at 55, I guess it's impressive. I think I went for Andrade El Idolo in my predictions. I can't remember, but this was an okay match. Willie Nightingale, let's face it, it's just keeping that until All In, and Kenny Omega retaining. No shocker there. It looks like Kenny Omega is now heel, and I give Redemption a half thumbs up. Let's get into all things Monday Night Raw that had Triple H and Adam Pearce in the ring, the Hell in a Cell above it. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. It was a weigh-in. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out. Paul Heyman spoke. Obafemi spoke. Brawl. So cool. One second here. 1 second. Oh, there we are. The Vision got their win against Alpha Academy. Javon Evans notched one up against Rusev. It was a Joe Hendry, Danhausen concert. Ryan Garcia attacked, and the Judgment Day did. So we go through all of that. So there's also the Brock Lesnar stuff, Paul Heyman, there's the Brock Lesnar, Obafemi stuff, weigh in, as it obviously just hypes up that. The Vision taking out Alpha Academy, I think is a little stupid because I think you need all the tag teams you can get. This is now one less tag team. Just why would you do this? Joe Evans taking a win, cool. I personally thought the Joe Hendry Danhausen stuff wasn't really that bad. It was funny, it was entertaining, it was a laugh. I know it's getting a lot of hate, but it's WWE. It is what it is. Ethan Page preview was better than Rey Mysterio. The Usos came on out. Solo Sikoa did. LA Knight did. Jacob Fatu did. Brawl. Royce Keys did. Brawl. Raquel Rodriguez is your new women's Intercolor champion. Roman Reigns came out. Seth Rollins did. Brawl. So Ethan Page pinning Rey Mysterio. Okay, Rey's just so 50-50 at this point. The Usos, Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu, Royce Keys stuff to hype up that. Great for Raquel Rodriguez winning. cool. And obviously the Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins stuff was to hype up their match, and I give that a half thumbs up. And I'm finally getting onto NXT. Of course, there will be no Evolve results. I've not watched it yet, so it'll be double Evolve results next week. Lucky you guys. So on to NXT. That had Grayson Waller on the stick, and what a promo he cut. Lizzie Rain did put away Izzy Dane. Miles Bourne is still your North American champion. Birthright was successful against OTM. Charlotte Hill continues his winning ways. And Cruz Montana came on out. Tony Angelo did. Grayson Waller did. So, they had a great promo to kick off the proceedings by Grayson Waller. Cool win for Lizzie Rain, sorry. Malbo retaining, no shocker. Birthright, I'll probably say a much needed win for them. Charlotte Hill continues to win, and that's all cool. And then I do like that they're treating Cruz Montana, sorry, the former Mike Santana, as a big deal. And Grayson Waller's in the top picture, and that's all cool. And I give NXT a half thumbs up. So there's one final thing to do here, and that is predictions. We do that on the other side of this. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and get your thinking caps on. That is now time for that is right, predictions. And of course, I'll keep this up as I'm doing this. But Summerslam predictions, of course, starting with, would you believe it, night one. So it will be, and this is no particular order, the Bella Twins taking on Fatal Influence. I think Fatal Influence should win this, do need to win this. Will make them feel a little bit more of just another tag team, just another faction. So I am going to go for them. Keeping with tag team action, it's a bit LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys versus the Bloodline. Neither team should be losing this. Royce Keys definitely shouldn't be on the losing team. I'll say that LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys do emerge victorious. It's, Nick Aldis versus Gunther. I think Gunther really has to win this. Nick Aldis, general manager, for those that don't watch just WWE, that don't watch TNA, don't watch NWA, don't know anything about Nick Aldis outside of WWE. He's a general manager. Gunther can't beat him. Well, I think he does. It will be Liv Morgan versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. I think Liv's going to lose on her first title defense since WrestleMania. I think she loses this. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell. This is going to be Obafemi. And then you've got CM Punk, Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. CM Punk retains. Night 2, you've got on a Human Money's on a pole match, Danhausen going one-on-one against Dominic. I think this is for Danhausen to take the dub, and then Dominic doesn't have to take a pin. Sami Zayn goes toe-to-toe with Finn Balor in a #1 contenders match. I'm going to say Finn Balor. Trick Williams and Baron Corbin clash of the men's US Championship. Trick Williams will indeed retain. It's going to be a ladder match, fatal 5-way, the interim women's championship featuring Tiffany Stratton, Jake Argo, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, and Julia, a Lash legend. I think Julia does win that bit there, but I don't think she wins this ladder match. Tiffany Stratton hasn't got enough challengers for 1 title, never mind 2. You could put the title back onto Jade, so it's either Charlotte or Chelsea Green. I'll say I would love Chelsea Green to do this, and the kind of the championship means nothing. It's interim women's championship, but I'll say Charlotte Flair is what I'm saying. Penta will defend against Chad Gable, and I think Chad Gable does win the gold. And then Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins go at it for the men's World Heavyweight Championship, and you will still be acknowledging Roman Reigns when this is said and done. So that is it, guys. Remember to share, like, subscribe. That is right. Share, like, subscribe. And always remember, it is Ricky J bringing Billy's Bite to the fight.